U.S. is sending an aircraft carrier and Air Force bombers to the Middle East in response to a potential threat from Iran.
Israel and Gaza say they are ready to escalate their attacks.
Hey everybody, welcome to Alternative Media Television. I'm Chad Booksam. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Multiple breaking stories occurring right now. What were once whispers of war turned into screams, and now little military action has taken place. We see Gaza firing hundreds of rockets into Israel, Israel firing back into Gaza. Huge bloody battle, a huge conflict that's going to escalate as time goes on. We see even a Russian air base in Syria has just been attacked. This is breaking news. Supposedly they shot down a lot of the missiles, but rockets were launched at the Russian military air base in Syria. We also see a huge conflict coming from Iran with U.S. warships sent to warn Iran. A message from John Bolton and the Donald Trump administration basically giving warning signs that the Iranian government is going to shut down the Strait of Hormuz and really put a blockade on world oil supply. Now, a top Russian MP has warned that the escalation with the U.S. conflict in Iran is getting severe, and also an international member from BRICS. Now, here's a quote. It says, "We can't be idle. We must beat the alarm and take a stand against such behavior from Washington and all international organizations, especially in BRICS." So BRICS, again, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This is a new international order being formed, and we're seeing the field being played out for world war. This is exactly what's happening.
All right, this is Matthews 24, and I started verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." All right, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well in salutation to Yakim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. All right, I'm Brother Gabar Karash, the GMS Kansas City branch. I'm going to another lesson. As you can see, it's World War III, man. All right, the drums are beating, man. All right, the Most High got everything in place. He's getting everything in place, man. And as you can see, it's heating up, man. You know, you got Russian air base has just been attacked in Syria, man. All right, you got the U.S. sending military ships towards Iran. Man, this thing is heating up, man. That's them wars and rumors of wars, man. Because the scriptures know. The scriptures speak about the Most High. He's mustering up the hosts of the battle, man. Matter of fact, let's get that, and let's get that in Isaiah, the 13th chapter. This is Isaiah 13 and 4. Let's start at 3. It says, "I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle," man. So the Most High, he's causing all these things to happen, man. He's causing these different bombings on these different countries. He's causing Gaza and Israel to be basically shooting missiles back and forth at each other, man. He's causing Vladimir Putin and Trump to basically be trying to basically go at each other, man, because Trump basically wants Putin out of the land of out of Venezuela, basically, because Trump really wants that oil that they have down there, man. And Putin is like, man, look, we setting up shop in your backyard, and we not basically, you gonna have to come and move us, because basically Putin is basically, he's with the shit. He's basically ready for Trump, for lack of better words. He basically just waiting on Trump to just take it there, man. Because Vladimir Putin, ain't backing down from this dude, man. Donald J. Trump is so proud. All right, he's in the mindset that America is still gonna be great again in that great country that everybody fears and scared of, and that's not so anymore, man. You know, you got other countries that have nuclear capabilities, man. That's why the Most High said he's calling all his mighty ones, man. His mighty ones is these different armies. All right. So let's read let's read verse 4 again. It says, "The noise of a multitude of mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms." All right. So these kingdoms are your China, your Korea, North Korea. All right. Your Russia, Russians, your Iran. All right. All these different countries, man. Syria, Israel. All right, you have the NATO and the EU, America, which is Babylon the Great. These are all these kingdoms of nations that's being gathered together, man. It says, and I keep reading. It says, "The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle," man. So the Most High is behind all this. This is all His will, so we can be delivered up out of this place, man. But this has to happen first, man. All right, verse 5. It says, "They come from a far country, from the ends of the heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land," man. And the weapons of the Most High indignation is the nuclear missiles, man. All right, and that land that it's talking about destroying is America, man, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, which is a wonderful thing because the destruction of Babylon means that we get delivered, man. All right, second address. The 6th chapter, man, tells you, man, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, so you people that's in love with Babylon and don't want this place to be destroyed, man, oh well, man, you're going to be destroyed right along with this place, man. Because the destruction of Babylon means the deliverance of Israel, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Means no more getting oppressed, all right? Means no more have to wake up and punch the clock for Esau. No more women ruling over you and being out of order, man. No more wicked 2/3 niggas. That means we get delivered out of this, man. We get basically reprogrammed, man. The Most High is gonna give us new bodies, man. Write the law in our inward parts. So these are all things that we should be focusing on, man. Getting that spiritual power, all right, and dwelling with the Lord. So this is beautiful to see things like this take place, man. All right. I got another video that I want to go into. All right, that I was looking at. I'm just let it play.
What if you could get everything you need to make dinner delivered to your door? What if you had 20 new recipe
options between the U.S. and Russia as Pentagon officials game out a response to Russian aggression in Europe? Vladimir Putin is now making some serious moves in the Caribbean. Brian Todd is all over the story for us. Give us the latest, Brian.
Wolf, tonight Putin is on America's doorstep with nuclear-capable bombers that can fly at twice the speed of sound. It's a bold move right out of the Cold War as the Russian president tries to establish a military foothold near American shores. A Russian bomber with an impressive wingspan touches down at America's doorstep. The Tu-160 has to deploy parachutes to slow down. Russian pilots, decked out in helmets and orange jumpsuits, climb out to a hero's welcome. 2 of these bombers, nicknamed Blackjacks, are in Venezuela tonight. Vladimir Putin has deployed these warplanes, along with 2 support aircraft, to conduct exercises over the Caribbean with Venezuelan forces. A worrisome development for Washington, considering the capability of the Russian bombers, which can fly twice the speed of sound.
This bomber was designed to do both high altitude and low altitude penetration of airspace with nuclear weapons, to deliver nuclear weapons on target. This aircraft was designed to be an offensive capable weapon to get into our airspace during the Cold War.
The deployment comes on the heels of Putin's recent military aggressions against Ukraine on land and sea, and counter-moves by U.S. forces. Analysts say Putin is sending an unmistakable signal to the United States tonight.
He's clearly trying to send a message to the United States that he can play in our backyard and that Russia maintains significant military capabilities.
Another concern tonight is the Cold War-style alliance of 2 strongmen who are both antagonists of the U.S. Putin and Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who visited Moscow just last week. Experts say U.S. military and intelligence officials are closely watching the Putin-Maduro partnership and how it may work against American interests close to American shores.
They have a close military relationship. Russia does provide Venezuela with significant military support. Usually with these close military relationships, a close intelligence relationship is part of that.
Right, you heard of Putin, man. He's in America's backyard, man. He's providing these different smaller countries, like Iran, Venezuela. He's providing them with military backup, man. Giving them weapons, giving them nuclear capabilities, missiles, man. For what? All to come against America, man. The same thing with Kim Jong-un. All right, the same thing is going on with China. They're all in agreement that they hate the whore, which is Babylon the Great. All right, which is known as America, and it's also biblical. It's Bible prophecy taking place right before our eyes, man. So let's read Ezekiel 38, and let's start at the 3rd verse. It says, "And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." All right, which is God. It goes back into you Russians, man. All right, and it says, "I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and will bring thee forth." Meaning the Most High is going to turn them back to that old Soviet Union type of spirit, man, where they're not going to give a shit about anything. He's going to put hooks in their back of their jaws, man, and you see it because Vladimir Putin is basically by being in Venezuela, he's basically in the backyard of America, and he's basically saying, "Look, I don't give a shit about you, Trump. I'm on, what you gonna do about it? I'm gonna guard these smaller nations." What the scripture say he was gonna do. All right, verse 4, and it says, "And I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, horsemen and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor." Right now, armor is going into them bombers, man, them military jets, them planes that they got, man, them nuclear missiles. All right, their armies, all the different devices that they got for war. All right, this thing is about to be popping, man. It's about to be lit. All right, it says even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, man. And them swords goes into your different type of guns, man. Your all the way down to your military vehicles, your tanks, your nuclear missiles. All right, your bombs, whatever weapons that they have. That's what this handling swords mean, man. All right. Verse 5 it says, "Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets, man." So all of them with their armies. All right, and they're all gonna come against Babylon the Great. It says, "Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them," man. So what you see Russia basically doing, Vladimir Putin doing, man. All these different countries is coming to politic with Vladimir Putin and trying to have an agreement with him, and he's going to be a guard to him because he's going to be a guard to these smaller nations, man. He's giving Iran nuclear missiles capabilities. He's giving it to Venezuela, all right. Kim Jong-un, man, all these different places, man, and they all hate Babylon the Great, man. And this is all Bible prophecy. All right, so basically Vladimir Putin is gonna come to their rescue, man. So they can all come against Babylon the Great and burn it with fire, man. America is on its way to being destroyed, man. By things like this taking place, man. Look, Akim, we don't have a lot of time here in this place, man. Brothers, look, don't get comfortable in this place, man, because hey, you never know, man. It may, like far as prophecy, it may look like something is, it may take a while. Brothers might say, "Oh, we got this such and such amount of time." Then you might wake up the next day, man, and it might be full-fledged, man. Damn, all the prophecies can be fulfilled in one day. All right, and that next day it can take place. So we got to be in the spirit getting out of this place, man, because prophecy is gonna, like they say, time is gonna wait for no man. Prophecy is not gonna wait for nobody to get it together, man. Prophecy is, set at a point in time to happen, man. All right. So let's go from there to Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. All right, and let's start at verse 1. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom." Verse 2, it says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat." All right, that Middle Eastern area where World War III will take place. And you seeing everything, all the chips falling in place to for World War III to happen, for them to meet in the valley of Jehoshaphat. And what's going to happen when they get there? Let's finish reading. It says, "And I will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." Right, because them Khazars that's over in the land of Israel now are not the true biblical people in the land, man. Because it says when we get back in the land, it would be peace. It would be no more war on earth. And what do you have? We're on the brink of World War III. All right. So all these things are happening. So what? So the Most High can bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And the Most High is going to, that's exactly what he's doing this for us. He's doing this so he can deliver us, man. But we have to be right. We have to be ready for him. That's why it's not really a time to be basically bullshitting in this truth, man, because look, World War III about to take place, man. Look at these people, all right? What's going on in Venezuela is coming to America, man. Where it's order out of chaos, but it's not going to be no order out of chaos. It's just going to be complete chaos, all right? Matter of fact, it is going to be order out of chaos because once these armies are destroyed, all right, and Babylon is destroyed, then our kingdom is going to be set up where it is going to be order. So it actually is going to be order out of chaos, man. But it's not going to be America's great again. It's not going to be China's going to be the next superpower once Russia and America basically take each other out. All these different nations, this is what they're thinking, man. But no, this thing is about to go, go live, man. It's about to be complete destruction. All right. So let's grab a precept. Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warriors is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood," man. Meaning, in the ancient time, that confused noise would be, they had armor on, they rode horses, they had what they had their swords, all right, all these different things, man. The shields. That was that confused noise, man. That's how warriors and wars took place back in the ancient time. All right, let's finish reading. It says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire," man. So this World War III is gonna be with burning and fuel of fire, man. The nuclear missiles, man. Them ICBMs, man. These things are gonna get shot out them silos. They're not just for like museum where you know they're there, just coming to look at them. No, these things are going to be used. They're going to be shot off. People are going to be destroyed. All right. I know you people think you're so caught up in your regular, average, everyday life that you can't see nothing like this happening. But this is a beautiful time we're living in, man, because for Israelites, man, we're about to be delivered. All right. But remember, don't get too powerful because it said that the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. That's how much hell is going to break loose. That the righteous is going to be scarcely be saved, and we're not even going to know. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. They're not going to even know if they're going to be delivered at that time. So this is going to come down into last seconds of this thing, man. Like your faith will be tested, man. All right. Let's get some more precepts, man. But this is a beautiful thing that we're watching, man, because we're watching the Most High work, man. We're basically watching the Most High do what he do. All right, he's about to have these different countries basically rise up to take out Babylon, man. The Most High is going to take out the rest of those armies, man. Matter of fact, I'll go back to Joel and we'll prove that. All right, this is Psalm 68 and 20. It says, "He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto Yahweh, unto the power Yahweh belongeth the issues from death." All right, so the Most High belongs the issues of death, man. You wake up, you see the turmoil that's in the planet right now, man. You just had earlier today somebody shot up another school. Esau is basically being plagued by opioid crisis, man. You know, they're keeping it under wraps, man. You got thousands of people dying a day. You know, all these different things, man. You have all these great disasters and catastrophic events taking place in the earth. People are just dying left and right, man. And this is all comes from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because he belongs to the issues of death, man. So that's what's going to happen to these armies that's basically that's going to the Middle East to fight. They're basically coming to the Middle East to basically be took out, man. The Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. All right. Yeah. This is Joel 3. It started 10. It says, let's start at 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man," and the mighty man goes into you different armies, man. All right, you Gentiles and you other nations. All right, it says, "Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." All right, which is basically about to happen. You have the U.S. that changed their military and their army uniforms, you know, to that World War II uniforms that they wore. So the war is in the air, man. You know, the smoke is in the air, man. Everybody is preparing for something, man. You know, it's about to go down. It's about to take place. All right, and it says, verse 10 says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." All right, but you have all these different weaker nations that's starting to say they strong, man. North Korea, you know, Iran, all these different small nations are starting to say they're strong because they have nuclear capability, man. Anybody could be strong, man. Jake, what do you see on a lower level, man? Like when you see Lord Jake, say like them niggas out in Chicago, man. You know, niggas out there really fucking got pocket rockets, man. You know, if you get a fucking what they fucking call them things, man. Shit, it's basically a pocket rocket, man. A little rocket. If you get one of those, man, and everybody else is playing with guns and regular guns, you get a pocket rocket or something like that. All right, RPG, okay, something like that. What do you mean? You're gonna start saying, hey, you're gonna think you're a big badass, man. The same thing with these smaller nations, man. Now that they got nuclear capabilities, they basically saying, look, they're starting to say they're strong. All right. Verse 11, it says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, all right, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh." All right, so we all know the mighty ones going into these different armies. Verse 12, it says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up from the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." Man, so this is beautiful. All right, so the Most High is going to judge all these heathens. All right, and how is he going to judge them? Edris seen the vision. All right, Edris seen the vision how the Most High will destroy all these armies. Matter of fact, let's get that, man. Let's get that. Let's switch scriptures, man, from the blue letter and go to the Apocrypha and get that account, man. Because you gotta visualize these scriptures, man. Like the elders and apostles always say, man, we gotta visualize these scriptures, man. Because hey, not everybody can understand these scriptures, man. But the prophets actually painted a vivid picture of these things, man. The prophets already seen the end game to these different armies, the mighty ones going to the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. They seen the destruction. Edris seen it, all right? This start at 8, man. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight, right? All those that was gathered together, we just read, and Joel calls all our mighty ones to come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. We just seen on CNN reported, everybody's getting prepared for war, all right? So, look, all these nations are getting prepared to fight what? But they're going to stop fighting in the middle of warring with each other. Yahushua is going to come back, all right? And he's going to come back on that fathership, that chariot, all right? And they're going to all stop fighting and try to turn and fight the Lord, and the Lord is going to destroy him. Let's finish reading. It says, and lo, verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. All right, because the Most High, what he need to hold a sword for, or any instrument of war when he's coming back on a chariot, man? All right, which basically gonna, like Independence Day, gonna come back shooting laser beams, man. All right, verse 10, it says, but only I saw he sent out of his mouth. All right, and when it says out of his mouth, it's talking about out of the chariot. It says, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So that's talking about them, that concentrated heat that's going to be coming out of the chariots, man. In verse 11 it says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which are those armies, which were prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one. So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. That was just crazy. But dust and the smell of smoke. I saw this, I was afraid, man. All right, so when Edris saw this, he was afraid, man. Because just like you people gonna be afraid, because this will be televised. The Most High said when he come back, man, every eye shall see, every knee shall bow, man. So look, this is gonna be televised because, hey, the Most High, look, he's coming back to declare his name throughout all the earth, man. So everybody's gonna see this destruction. And Edris saw it, and he was so afraid, just like a lot of you people are going to be afraid, man. All right, let's finish reading verse 12. It says, afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain, come down from that chariot. It says, and called unto him another peaceable multitude. All right, that peaceable multitude is going into the elect, man. The elect in the 1/3. It says, and there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, some of them were bound, and the other some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, all right, so Edris saw this, man, he was sick with great fear, all right? And it says some of the people, the peaceable multitude that he called to him, some of them was glad, because some of our people going to be, we ready to get the hell out of here, man. We're going to rejoice when that day come. And some going to be sorrowful, man, because they like, damn, just like John said in Revelations, when they looked him up in the chariot and he looked down on that sea of glass, it just looked like a lake of fire, man. So a lot of people gonna be shook. A lot of people gonna be like, shit, man. You know, a lot of people gonna be scared and sorrowful once you see something like that, man. Because the scriptures say what? Yahweh Shai is not going to meet thee as a man. All right, Isaiah 47 chapter, man. So look, this thing is not no joke, man. These things is taking place, man. All right, and I'm gonna let this video play a little bit more, and I'm gonna close out.
The Russian deployment comes as Venezuela is deep in crisis, triggered by plummeting oil prices, crippling economic mismanagement, and violent protests against Maduro. U.S. officials tonight are skewering Putin and Maduro. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo tweeting, "The Russian and Venezuelan people should see this for what it is. Two corrupt governments squandering public funds and squelching liberty and freedom while their people suffer." Putin's spokesman fired back.
It's probably not very appropriate to make such statements when you are a country with a military budget so big that half of it could feed the whole continent of Africa.
Analysts say none of this will stop Vladimir Putin from once again trying to gain a Russian foothold in America's hemisphere.
Putin has made it very clear through his actions and through his commentary that he intends to reestablish Russia to the level of influence of the Soviet Union.
Now, just a short time ago, Venezuela's foreign minister leveled his own...
Hey, man, there you have it, man. We on the brink of World War III. Akio, man, this thing is about to take place. It's a beautiful thing, man. Sit back, get your popcorn ready, get your spirits ready. Come to the Most High, man. Try to do your best, man, to work out your own salvation. Make your calling and election sure, because we don't have much longer time to be under grace to do so, to get right. So I can, gird up thy loins like a man, and you look. Hope to see. Hope, brother, and hope that you can make it on the chariot, man. Because, like I said, we the men of the Lord, but we don't even know if we're gonna make it on the chariot. But we're trying to do our best, to do this work and make sure the Most High have mercy upon our souls, man. So with that, I'm gonna close out and give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who grew well. In salutation, I can push this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.